So Kier's spreading false information. The pigeons are...
Oh, great. Our podcast's going to get shut down. Oh, no. All the misinformation about
Jeff
people.
Staples coming for you now. I think you'll find my pigeon shoes are not a dead pigeon.
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, happy Air Max Day.
Happy Air Max Day.
Do you know what the release is for this one?
For Air Max Day?
Yeah.
They're doing a really cool Air Max 90, I know that much. Like a black and yellow one with, the Air Max Day, I think Air Max Day smiley face. It's got that all over it.
They have a Nike Day.
Have a Nike Day, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Day face. Yeah, they're doing that. It looks quite nice. They always do like fucking 10 pairs, across the board. But they're the only ones that I'm like...
I didn't know they did like 10. I thought it was just one drop.
No, well, yeah, it depends. Every year is different. Last year, they had like 3 or 4, I think, drops. All varying styles and stuff. But there's lots of cheetah print. It was weird. Nobody liked it. I didn't like it. I wasn't into it.
I like the Have a Nike Day Air Max ones, are they?
Yeah, the
super colourful ones.
Black, tan, and then like purple and teal.
Yeah, I thought they had pink on them as well. But...
a little bit, I think. It's like a purpley pink.
Got a little face on the tongue.
Yeah, I've got them. They're nice.
Yeah. These were an Air Max Day release as well, weren't they?
I do not know. I think so, they were, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were.
I don't remember.
Man, I'm knowledgeable.
Yeah, you've got more knowledge than me. Well done. Yeah. I don't think any of these are Air Max Day releases, apart from maybe them. I can't remember them, honestly. I think they were an Air Max Day. I think you are correct.
You know what I really want to do for this? This is well beyond my editing skills, but I want to be able to, when we talk about a shoe, go ping, and then the shoe come up.
Can do.
So for the first one, I might go ha, as if to say it's about to ping up as the image. But if that's beyond my editing skills, it'll just be me through the episode just going to nothing. Which I'm pretty sure is how they cast spells in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
Ping! Ping! Like that. Pinging.
I can see you pinging. It's just weird.
So we're just going to talk about shoes this whole time.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm much less educated than you are about shoes.
You're getting there. Yeah. What are these?
Infrareds.
Correct. There you go.
10
points to Kier.
Are they the OG ones?
Not the OGs. Not like the 1990s. They're 2011s, I think. 2014s.
And what are the ones you got on now?
These are 2020 or 2021.
Do you want the 90s ones as well?
I would definitely get a pair of original 90 ones, yeah.
So you can have 3 of the same shoe.
Yeah. 2020s.
But just all varying and how long
so
they'll
weirdly,
last.
These are actually more closer to the OGs than them. If you want to get into the boring facts.
Into the nitty-gritty.
So these were originally released in 1990, and they were called the Air Max 3s because it was Air Max 1, Air Max 2, and the Air Max 3. The original Air Max 1 is 1987, these are 1990. And then they were called the Air Max 3s for years, and then in 2005, they retroed them, I think, for the first time, and that's when they called them Air Max 90s.
Based on the year?
Yep. They just changed it to Air Max
Nice.
90. So then every Air Max 90 after that was called an Air Max 90.
Yeah.
But prior to that, it was an Air Max 3. But they weren't that big before the retro. That's when they really kicked off. So these are but when they retroed them, they changed the look a bit, and these are actually closer to the original. So they're a lot. If you look, there is like subtle differences. The main thing is that bit of stitch across there.
For anyone just listening, we're looking at some old tatty shoes right now.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. But I would if I ever saw an original 1990. They'd be absolutely in bits, but I would 100% buy them just to put on a shelf and be like.
Are the rest of the Air Maxes like that then? So Air Max 95s, did they first come out in 95?
So Air Max 90, 95, 97s, yeah. Air Max 1 obviously, but it didn't come out.
Come out in year 1?
Yes, 1901. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was hoping it was just year 1.
They were the shoe of World War One.
Not a bad shoe to have as your dailies when you're in a trench. They're pretty comfy for long walks. Like if you're going on holiday, wear them, super comfy.
Exactly.
So I'd imagine if you're in the trenches for days at a time, that trench fit's a lot more survivable when you've got a nice pair of AM1s on.
Yeah.
Nice little bubble. Keep you comfy.
But yeah, Air Max 1s were 1987.
Yeah.
I don't know when 2s were because nobody cares about 2s. I don't care about 2s. But then, yeah, 1990s, then 95s, 97s. I don't think there's any more after that. Like, that were named after the other. Maybe there is, because that's where I stop, really. I don't fuck with anything apart from 1s, 90s, 95s, 97s. That's it, really. So
When I was growing up, as a teenager, people would call the AM90s old schools.
Old schools.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, we all had the wrong names for the shoes because they were obviously called Air Max 90s at that point.
Yeah.
But everyone called them old schools. And I have no idea why even to this day.
That's weird.
Obviously, people called 95s 110s, but that made sense because at the time they were £110.
Yeah,
they were 109.99. They're not that now.
Yeah.
A little more now, like 140 or
They're not far off,
150.
like 130, 140. I can't.
Somewhere
I
around
haven't bought
that.
a pair of Air Max 95s in fucking ages.
But yeah, everyone knew them as 110s because that's how much they were.
Yeah.
Which is why I was super psyched that I got those 110.
I like that.
95s.
Yeah, I like that Nike kind of acknowledges things like that. Like when they did the 110 pair.
Yeah,
Um,
got those.
Oh, they're very nice. I'm jealous of them. But I like that Nike acknowledged the fact that people called them, because that was literally just what people called them. It was just a nickname. It was just, oh, you got your 110s on because they're £110. It's very stupid.
Yeah.
But then Nike gave a nod to it and made a pair of shoes called the 110s. So it's like,
It's not. It means they're following the culture at the
Yeah.
same time, doesn't it? It's kind of
exactly,
cool.
yeah, which is kind of cool. Like, I appreciate that.
And these will be called old schools soon, just because of a small group in Southampton that got the wrong name the whole time.
Doubt it.
Yep, soon.
Yeah. These are actually my favourite pair ever. Weirdly. I say weirdly because they're worth nothing in the grand scheme. Like, compared to all these. Like, they're the cheapest pair by a mile.
But weren't they? I think you've told me this before. The like big shoe in the hardcore scene.
Is
that right?
Yeah.
Just
Just
weird. Why would that be the shoe of the hardcore scene?
because of the 1990s.
What? Because they're 1990s.
Yeah, because the hardcore scene I'm referring to is, well, the hardcore scene that I'm referring to is the 90s hardcore scene, which is like when a lot of my favourite bands were climbing.
Yeah.
Floor Punch and all these kind of bands. And they were just a common shoe that was worn because of the fact that it came out in 1990. I don't know why hardcore kids have always worn like Nike. I think that's a common thing, like Dunks, Air Maxes, 1s, 90s.
That seems
this.
weird to me.
Why?
Because I always just associate heavier music with more like skate shoes or Doc Martens, big boots. Not necessarily big boots for hardcore because it'd be hard to like jump on a stage and kick
I think
someone.
that's probably why. Because of things like two-stepping and stage diving and stuff like that. Like,
You need an active shoe.
it's a lot more athletic, yeah.
Yeah.
Than most of the metal scenes and stuff. Like, if you're into heavy metal and you're going in big mosh pits, you probably want a steel toe cap boot so your boots don't get fucked.
Yeah, and if you're like swinging your head backwards and forwards, you're going to need like a decent anchor point at the bottom. So some big heavy shoes would stop you tipping all the way over.
You're just swaying.
It's the same as the garage man at the garage. You must have like a weight on the bottom.
The wavy arm, man.
Yeah, the wavy arm man. Yeah, that's how I see goths. Just
Yeah. That's what they do it for. When
sad
they're doing
face. Your dance instructor.
That. Oh, God. I hate that. I hate that video probably more than any cybergoth. What's that stuff? What's that the cybergoths where they dance like that?
I have no idea, but I do like seeing the videos of goths where they change the music to something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. The
Yeah.
videos where the goths are dancing.
Oh, is that like is there a page of that?
A page?
Yeah, like an Instagram page or something. What do you
No,
want?
it's a whole it's a whole thing.
Of just it's the
Like
goths that are like
cybergoths.
slamming their heads, and then they've got like a shitty song in the background that's not the song they're doing
Maybe
it
it's
to.
not that. I'm on about specifically cybergoth dancing. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I wish I could remember.
Cyber goth dance.
It's got a name. It's got like a little short name.
CGD.
I don't know. It's where they do the weird, like that freestyle instructor woman, like weird kind of, and the music's always like boom, 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 and it's just weird.
For anyone listening, we're just waving our hands around erratically with absolutely no rhythm.
I think most people listening will know what I'm on about because it's very
Oh yeah, CGD,
common
I remember.
knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably people screaming at home like, "It's called this." Jesus, Daryl, how do you not know?
By the way, the only reason I said, I've got them for those shoes is because it's the only pair that I have that you don't, and I'm never going to be able to do that again throughout the rest of this episode.
You've got the pair you're wearing. I ain't got.
If
I
you
just
don't like 'em.
care about them. You've got plenty of pairs that I don't have. I just don't care.
Well, I was at the school gates this morning and they were turning some heads.
Were they?
Yep, some children. They were just paying attention to me. Oh, shish! One of the kids literally went shish and pointed at my shoes.
Was he holding a shish kebab?
Yeah.
Sheesh! And there's you like, thank you.
It just shows that sweets are dead, and that what you really need to do is just wear a nice pair of shoes, and you can get any kid to.
Do you want to come back buy some new Jordans out my van?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You want to see some prototypes?
I got some samples,
Oh,
some off-whites. That's how you get a kid in your van nowadays.
I'm going to make a meme of that. I got undefeated 4s in the van. I saw a rumor that was going to come.
Yeah, it's fell flat. I don't think they're happening at all. It's every few years they say this. They go, oh, we're gonna drop the undefeated 4s, and it goes viral, and everyone's like, oh god. And then I don't think it's happening.
Which one of the 4s would they drop though?
What do you mean?
Because there's like several different colorways of the same one.
Yeah, but they're all undefeated 4s. They're just different samples.
Yeah, because there's not many.
So I don't know which one they would drop if they did, because we don't know.
Probably the green ones with a bit of orange on them.
They're all that.
Yeah,
You've just described all of them.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, was that a joke?
I was trying to do a funny. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, sorry, it went over my head.
If anyone else is watching, by the way, and thinking, well, there's some shoes up there. None of them are mine. None of these are mine.
No, these are all my shoes. For anyone who's listening, there's just a lot of expensive shoes around me. Kier doesn't own any of them because he's poor. He's a poor man.
Poor. It's one of my favourite things that you say in your accent is
poor. Which he knows takes the piss out of me because I genuinely say master and plaster.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Because you speak properly, right? And then
master
you go
and plaster. Master and plaster. So if we were getting a master plasterer, that's what I would say. But she goes, master plaster?
That's how I used to. I put this up here just so it looks like I'm doing so. Why would you do that? My foot's freezing. I'm putting it back on. No, it's not shit.
I mean, you can put it next to this one. They're about the same level. But that is my favourite shoe. Oh my god!
I used to say master and plaster when I was growing up.
Did you?
Yeah, bath, all of that.
Bath.
With the F.
I never said
Bath.
that. Bath.
Yeah, and then I basically learned how to do it different.
Do you know which one I hate? Ma'am.
Yeah, see, I'd never say that.
I
But
hate that.
your area would say that though, right?
Yeah. That's why I hate it, because loads of people I know are like, Ma'am, get us that, ma'am. I'm just like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Mum. Hello, mum.
But yeah, I used to say the plaster, master, and then around 20-ish, just decided I was going to start saying master and plaster. And then when I got up here, it made me sound intellectually superior to everyone.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, he speaks so posh. They didn't say it in that posh voice. They say it like, yeah, he sounds so posh, doesn't he? I was like, yes, I do. You should speak to my master. Do you know we used to get letters as a kid and they would say master on them?
Yeah, before you were Mister.
Yeah. Yes, I am the master of the house.
Yeah, I remember.
Why were you called master before Mister?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Is it just a way to address someone who's not an adult?
Maybe. It's much better than calling him a dickhead or something, but
Yeah.
I just don't know why it would be master, which sounds better than Mister.
Yeah.
Because, that's a Mister and that's his master, but it's the kid.
Yeah.
Do you know, if I gave a shit enough, I would probably just go on Google and then search it.
Yeah, but I don't.
No.
I don't care. This conversation has ended and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
And I don't need to know this, so don't tell us.
Because if we wanted to know, we'd have found out ourselves.
Someone's going to tell us.
So should we go through the array of shoes?
Yeah, let's talk about some shoes, eh?
Why not?
Shoes. Who likes shoes?
They're like hard mittens for your feet.
What do you want to talk about? I'll let you
Sneaks.
Let you pick.
Kreps.
Dealer's choice.
Slip slops. Shoes.
Just pick a pair, you fucking cunt.
This one.
He's gone for the Dooms.
Dooms.
Yeah.
Which you've got in a low, which they didn't come in a low, did they?
Nope, they're bespokes. They cost a lot of money.
Were they originally a high?
Yeah. So that's the original sole. So basically, I got a pair of Dooms. So Dooms are worth about 1,500 quid, dead stock.
Mad.
So I need to remember that people listening will not know some of the lingo. Dead stock basically means brand new, unworn, in the box.
And Doom is a rapper.
Yes, MF Doom, for those that don't know. So yeah, Doom's dead stock are worth about 1,500 quid in my size, brand new. And I got a pair. So they recently skyrocketed, one after the dunk hype. So there was a massive resurgence of dunks in 2020. It was after Travis Scott did his collab. They just fucking flew. Travis Scott did his collab, and then Travis Scott started wearing loads of SBs, just hyping them the fuck up.
The collab with the blue and the brown.
Yeah, the bandana and
the
tearaway and all that. Yeah, the fucking beautiful pair of shoes. He did that collab in January, and then around the time, I think to build hype, he just started wearing loads of old SBs, and then that just skyrocketed the price of them all. One of them was Dooms. I think Kylie Jenner also wore the Dooms around the
Is that
same
an
time.
SB then? Because I thought that was just a dunk.
Well, this is a bespoke, so...
The original shoe is the
The
real
original
shoe,
one
isn't
is an SB, yeah, the high. It is an SB high, yeah.
It is an SB.
Yeah.
I thought they came out before SBs came out.
No.
Yeah.
The first SB, don't quote me on this. The first SB, I think, was 2001? I might be wrong on that. Early 2000s.
It'd be a skateboarder that brought it up, though, wouldn't it? Probably like Paul Rodriguez,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I think he was one of the first to plug it.
He was one of the first on Nike SB, I think.
Yeah, I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, early 2000s was when they came out. I can't remember the exact year, to be honest with you. But, yeah, Travis Scott plugged them. They skyrocketed in price after that. Like, just all SBs, all the old SBs started going higher and higher and higher. And then MF Doom died, obviously, as well, in, when was that, 2020?
Yeah, December of, wasn't it?
I remember it was
he died in October.
I remember it was New Year's. When they told us,
yeah.
But it wasn't New Year's just gone, it was one before. So yeah, New Year's 2020, and then the MF Dooms went up even higher in price. But I got my pair, 2018 for 150 quid.
It's cheap, isn't it?
But they were trashed. They were fucking knackered. And I got them, I didn't really wear, I don't wear high dunks. I don't fuck with high dunks at all. I just don't like them. I like high Jordans, just not high dunks. And I got them just because they were MF Dooms, and I like MF Doom. So I was like, fuck it. And I knew they were trash, but I was like, I just wanted them for the collection. I just thought it was a cool pair to have. Basically, what would happen was, obviously, these are completely reconstructed. These aren't the original materials in any way. They're obviously replicating the original materials. But on mine, all of this suede had just, they clearly hadn't been stored correctly, and the suede had just flaked. It all cracked and flaked completely. And I did wear them a couple of times, and every time I wore them, more suede came off. The leather started the ostrich leather started to crack as well. Everything was just cracking.
Ostrich leather?
Yeah, that's what this is, yeah.
Do ostriches have these little bumps on them?
I don't know, but I assume so.
Are these ostrich nipples?
Maybe.
Why are they made out of ostrich leather?
I don't know. That's what Doom chose. I don't know.
Just fucking hates ostriches.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically I got my pair dirt cheap. They were trashed though. And then I wanted to do it for a long time. I wanted to make the bespokes, and then I'm not gonna lie, when he died, I was like, oh, fuck it, this seems like a good time, to finally do that. Because I dug them out and was like, just showing, I think I just posted them as rest in peace Doom kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I thought, fuck it, now was a good time to get them turned into a lore. I reached out to, I think, what's her name? Torn Shuttle. That's the Instagram of the person who did these. Shout out.
Nice.
Yeah, I reached out to her, and she's a fellow Doom fan. And that's what I wanted. I wanted someone who knew about it and give a shit.
Yeah.
Just so they knew what I was asking about and stuff. And then, yeah, she did a fucking great job. She completely reconstructed them, but found very close materials. She did a good job of finding as close as possible. She even made me a new, because my soles were fucked, main soles. She even got these reprinted.
Man.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. She went to high effort to make these legit, because these are what the original soles look like with the print on. But mine were trashed. Like I said, the shoes that I had were fucked. When I did this for myself, obviously, because I don't wear highs. So I did this so I could wear a pair of Dooms. And then when I did this, loads of people were fucking at me oh my god, you ripped apart a pair of fucking Dooms. Oh my god.
To make them wearable though.
For me, yeah, but that's what I said. I was my pair were fucking trashed. If I showed you them, you'd go, oh yeah. Like, whoever owned them before me did not store them correctly. They wore them a lot, which is their prerogative, and whatnot. But I got a steal, like I said, 150 quid. They're literally worth £1,500 now, brand new. So I think even if I sold my pair in the trash condition they were, I would at the time after his death, I would have still got like 300-400 quid for them.
Yeah.
But I just wanted them to be wearable. So
I'm guessing they're not worth anywhere near as much because you cut them down and bespoke them.
It's difficult because, like, well, for one, when I posted these, loads of people were like, "These are fucking sick." Like I said, there was loads of OG people that were like, "Yeah, he's ripped apart a pair of Dooms. How dare he?" But then loads of people were like, "This is fucking. This is the one. This is the best." Because loads of people are the same as me in that they don't like dunk highs. That's a whole thing.
If these are an SB, why have they got such a weak tongue?
Because these are bespokes.
Well, so she's changed the tongue.
No, so she kept the original tongue, and the original tongue wasn't a padded tongue on the highs.
Why has it got a weak tongue for an SB?
I don't know. Some do and some don't. There are some SB dunk lows that have a weak tongue as well. It was kind of an early noughties thing. I think they were just fucking with the tongues every now and then. There's a really, really nice camo pair of SBs that have a fucking paper thin tongue.
I know. I got something to ask a sneakerhead, which I'm sure loads of people are wanting to know the answer of.
Uh-huh.
So, if this bit is the tongue on the front, the hole where you put your foot in, is that the mouth? So why you laugh? That's a serious question.
Yeah, that's a good point. It probably is. Yeah, it's the mouth of the shoe. Maybe it is called the mouth of the shoe. Or maybe I'm laughing and I don't know. Yeah.
So you put your foot in the mouth.
Yeah. Just so people know what we're talking about in regards to the tongues, this is what I mean, you can't really see from here, but that's how thick the tongue should be.
Oh, you can see it really well on my camera. There you go. Just, hold it right up to yours. Not to mine. Fucking hell.
Fuck you, Kier. But yeah, the SB tongues are normally fat, and I like a fat tongue. And yeah, I made her pad that tongue out as much as she could, but she said she couldn't without like ruining the fabric.
Have you got a fat tongue? It's not small, is it?
I've got a pretty fat tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yours is pretty big. I'm going to have a go at that later.
Thank you very much.
Come on then, what pair do you want to talk about next? You've got the Dooms out the way.
Shattered backboards.
Well done. Kier got it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2015s.
One of three. You'd have thought maybe I'd had a conversation about this earlier today and that was so fresh, but it wasn't. So
you just know this shit.
Yep.
Big clever boy.
Sure. I know nearly fuck all.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah. These are called shattered backboards because I can't remember the year, but in Michael Jordan's early career, he had a black and orange outfit. That's not kit. He had a black and orange kit, and then at a game he dunked like fucking and shattered the backboard.
Oh, I see. So now it's called a shattered backboard. For anyone listening, we're looking at a shoe which is black and orange. I hope that's helped you out loads.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it. They're called shattered backboards because they were obviously inspired by the colours, and then they just called them shattered backboards because of that. But
what other ones have got cool stories behind them?
Most of the ones I've got here.
Yeah,
I brought in ones that I didn't bring ones that are just boring. I thought I'd bring ones. I brought all my favorite. This is the thing, right? Most of my literally apart from these, like these haven't got a story apart from the fact that they're an OG.
Yeah, but they're part of the hardcore history, kind of.
Yeah.
So they kind of have still.
They're not part of the hardcore history. They're just part of my hardcore history more so.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize it was a private history just for you.
No, but like, do you know, I can't describe what I mean.
Try harder.
I think if you said to a hardcore kid, like,
Infrared.
Air Max 90s infrareds, most of them will probably go, oh, yeah, we've all had them at some point. That's about it. Everyone just has a pair. But I didn't. And that's why, that's one of the reasons I like them, because when they retroed these in 2000 and... Yeah, these are the 14s, aren't they? 2014. When they retroed them in 2014, I couldn't afford them. Because I was a tattooist, but I was still like making weak money and whatnot. I remember the retroed, all my friends were getting them. And then I was like looking for them, couldn't find them. And I just gave up.
That's one of the saddest.
I remember being like, oh, I ain't got enough money, so I'll just leave it. And I really wanted them. And then it was such a struggle. And then fast forward, I should probably talk about when I got into sneakers. So I got into sneakers when I went to New York. That was the trigger point. Prior to that, I've always liked shoes, But prior to that, I only fucked with Vans, really. I just had loads of Vans. And I enjoyed getting, like, limited edition Vans and stuff. So I had that kind of interest of, like, the limited like, shoe kind of vibe. And then I went to New York, and everyone was wearing Jordans. And I just noticed everybody wearing Jordans. And they just look fucking cool. And that was it. And then Rasheen, she used to have a lot of Jordans as a kid because she was like a chav into hip hop, etc. So she was heavily involved with Jordan culture. I was not. And then she was guiding me, literally. She was like, she had a vague knowledge of like, this is a 4, this is a 5, this is a 1. And then I bought a pair of Black Cat 3s. Jordan 3, because Jordan 3s were the ones that I liked the most.
I'm guessing the Black Cat 3s are just the same as the 4s, just all
all
black.
black, yeah, all black.
All that suede-y.
Yeah. It's all black, suede.
Yeah.
All black. Yeah. Simple pair. I bought them and then came home, and Rasheen was working with Little Nick at the time, and then he's an OG sneakerhead.
He has 1 or 2 pairs, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got some fucking sick, like, he's got a lot of pairs now, because of the same reason as me, which I'll get into. But he, back in the day, was mad in like 5s and 4s and stuff. And he has some crazy 5s.
Jordan 5s.
Yeah. And then...
Because I'm the idiot, I have to dumb this down for the people that don't know. Because you're like talking to people who already know.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
That's fine, you just keep doing it.
I'm going to hang back for the rest of us.
Just keep fact-checking me.
Yeah.
But so Rasheen worked with Nick, and I worked with Matt Ewell. And then both of them are sneakerheads. I came back from New York, instantly started getting like interested in mainly Jordan 3s and 4s and a few pairs of 1s and stuff. And then Air Maxes, I've always liked Air Max 90s, like I've said, but I was never into like the limited sides. And I started seeing all these limited ones. I was like, oh, they're cool. Blah. And then Matt Ewell was in a chat with Wiley and a guy called Dan. And then... like a sneaker chat. Well, back then it was a sneaker and dad chat because they were all dads. And then I got invited in, and it wasn't no longer a dad chat. And then that's what the sneaker chat is now, which I've definitely talked about on here before. And then it got bigger, and we got more people in it. And that's definitely what started kind of the interest, because I just started learning loads. Like when I first joined the chat, I had very little knowledge, like very little, and they just started like showing me shoes and YouTube videos and all this, and I just started like soaking all this knowledge up. And this is about 5 years ago now, 6 years ago maybe. I think I went to New York in 2017. I want to say. So about then, it's about 4 years ago. Well, 5 years ago now maybe. And then that was where it all started.
I always liked shoes, but just had no clue what was like. Where I had no idea about all the... I don't know where you got like limited shoes from. Didn't even know where you got them from.
Yeah, me neither.
I had no idea. I didn't realise there was apps for it. I didn't know like StockX existed.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this either.
StockX is a website where you can buy dead stock, which you learned earlier.
Yep.
New shoes haven't been worn.
StockX is like the main place with a secondary market. Like StockX influences the prices of pretty much all shoes.
StockX does sound like they do standard photos of 1x worth of pornographic material. Only 1x though. That's 1X. Like underwear wearing.
Yeah.
Just dudes wearing nice leopard print thongs. You have to pop for the 3x to see what's inside that thong.
Yeah. All right. Okay now. But yes, what next?
Do you have the same affinity for gloves that are limited?
No.
Well,
I swear you've asked me this before.
I doubt
and I was very confused. I couldn't figure out why you're asking me, but I think I got it.
Do you think one day people will walk on all fours and you'd be able to buy not pairs of shoes, but quadruplets of shoes?
No.
So that they all match and you could...
Well, no, I don't think they will, Kier.
Right.
That's more of a question. Do you think people will walk on all fours?
If you had one leg and it was your right leg, would you steal shoes from places because you'd only need one?
Yeah, probably.
That's illegal. So that's a criminal offence.
No shit, Sherlock.
We were talking about Sherlock the other day, how he seems to have aged really well.
What do you mean?
Like Sherlock Holmes, the character,
yeah.
Nowadays, he's still kind of cool. Like the idea of him's kind of cool, and he's very old character. like 100 years old or something. I don't know how old he is. Don't tell me. Somewhere a long, long time ago. Where there's like what's his name? Hercules.
Hercules?
Is his name Hercules? Is that how you say Hercules?
As in the Greek character?
No, Poirot.
Poirot, yeah. Poirot. I can't pronounce it.
Poirot.
Poirot.
Hercules. How do you say his first? It's not Hercules. Like Hercules. Don't you mean Huncules? It's not like that, is it? It's like Hercules Poirot, the detective. You know the films with the detective.
Why are you putting Hercules in this category? I'm very confused.
That's his name, though, right?
Who?
Poirot.
Oh, is that his name?
His first name is it Hercule?
I don't know her Poirot's first name.
Poirot. Let's just call him Poirot.
Okay.
Mr. P.
Oh my god, I can't pronounce his name.
Poirot.
The guy from that film.
Yeah. He's really shit in it. He seems like a right cock.
Yeah.
I don't like him. But Sherlock Holmes seems to have lasted much better. That's all I had really to say on that. It was, just to say, did you know my opinion on really old investigators / detectives?
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no opinion on that, really.
Oh.
I don't like Sherlock Holmes, really.
You don't like Sherlock Holmes?
Nah. I don't like the
Not the
movies
films.
Nah.
The 2 films by
Guy Ritchie.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't want to say Madonna's husband because I thought that would be offensive. Like
To him.
Yeah, to him, yeah.
I'm more than Madonna's husband.
Ex-husband or whatever.
Is it? Oh, did not know that.
Yeah.
Is that? I don't know if that's true.
I love those Sherlock films. How do you not like them?
I don't know. I'm just not into them. I'm just not into them. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're like shit. I'm like, ugh, fucking
love the
worst
style.
film ever. Yeah, I think that's what I don't like. Just all the weird.
The cool bits. You don't like those cool bits.
Yeah, they're just a bit. Like, we get it. You did Snatch. God.
And Lockstock.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, all great films.
I'm not going to list his back catalogue, which I do know.
Do you?
Like some of those. I know other ones he's done.
Sherlock 1.
We did Lockstock, Snatch, Layer Cake.
Yeah.
That was another one of that kind of background. Sherlock 2. Gentleman was his recent one.
Oh, I love Gentleman.
That was a really good one. He did another adaptation as well. Like Sherlock.
But yeah, he's sick anyway.
He is good. But I'm just not a big fan of Sherlock, I don't know.
But yeah, I just think Sherlock has aged better than Poirot, so there you go.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, those the new... I can't pronounce his fucking name. The new films...
The Nile one.
Nile and Orient.
Murder on the Nile. Yeah, and the Orient Express, is it?
I hated the Orient Express. I think I've told you this.
Same.
I walked out just like, this is some bullshit.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the first bit.
Well, I'm going to spoil it. At the end, it turns out everyone did it. It turns out everyone who he was like the suspects, all of them stabbed this guy to death. Like we all just passed the knife around like, you next. And they all like did it together. And then because the guy that they stabbed to death was, I think he was a pedo or something. He did something horrible.
Yeah.
Poirot was just like, all right then.
And then he stabbed him as well.
Yeah. No, he was just like, cool, I'll let you all go free. And I was like,
I don't think that's how law works.
That's not how it works. You don't just like let vigilante justice get away with being vigilante justice.
And Sherlock Holmes wouldn't stand for that shit. That's for sure. Let alone Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was a piece of shit, but you got to let law do law.
Yeah. Rather than set up a
I just don't believe the death penalty either, and I think that was very like it felt very pro death penalty. Like, this guy was a piece of shit, so they all stabbed him to death. Yeah. And I was like, nah.
Like, I've waited in some queues before, but I can't imagine being like 5th or 6th in line to stab someone.
It was on a train as well, in a train carriage. And it was like 13 people. So imagine...
How is this guy not getting away? Like, if he stood at one end of the carriage, there's people queuing up, he's not like, are all them people here to see me? But after the first 2 or 3 that have queued up, stab.
Because then he was stabbed.
I'm not going to be near this queue anymore, because this queue is obviously causing me great injuries.
But he was stabbed at that point.
Yeah, but he needs to not be a bitch about it.
So after one stab, he was like, I've been stabbed.
Matter me.
So then, obviously, he's not going to get up and go, no. No more of that. He then just kept getting stabbed.
Surely by like the 7th or 8th person,
he was probably dead.
So they're just stabbing a dead body.
Yeah, but they made a pact or something to all do it together so they could all be equal culprits. And I don't know. It was some bullshit. It was fucking shit.
But they're not equal culprits because some of them stabbed a dead body and one of them killed someone at the beginning. And some of them just waited in line and didn't get anything.
Yeah, but I think if... Oh, God, we're getting so much into this. It's ridiculous.
It's all right. I've got a... I'm there. I've got
I think
a nice link back. Don't worry.
If you think about an autopsy and a guy was stabbed 14 times, 13 times in, say, 2 minutes, you're not going to know which one killed him. So I think in the eyes of the law... Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. In the eyes of the law, they'd all be guilty of murder. But Poirot went, nope, that's all good with me. He was a nasty man.
Yeah.
Some good police work there, dickhead.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes wouldn't stand for that.
No.
How were people stabbed in the queue for pigeons in New York City?
No.
That was fucking sick.
People have been stabbed for shoes before. No, so the pigeon New York thing, it was a riot.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
There was a riot that went on, wasn't there? And I was just trying to get a nice seamless link into it, as if I was a fucking professional.
But loads of people have been stabbed for shoes in queues. Like over, there's always scraps. Like every week, like there's shoes that drop all the time now, and every week there's a video going viral of some kids outside Foot Locker like beating the shit out of each other over shoes, and it's just mental.
Well, at least there's referees inside to help out.
Yeah, but the pigeons were the first ever publication of that. That's why the pigeons themselves are kind of a coveted shoe, because
for people that don't know, the pigeon is they've got a pigeon and then they've scraped all the insides of the pigeon out, and then they've put their foot into the pigeon's mouth.
This is not true.
They've pulled the pigeon's tongue back, and then they've put their foot inside the pigeon.
I'm just going to let you finish.
And then they have to find another pigeon, and then do the same thing.
So Kier's spreading false information. The pigeons are...
Oh, great. Our podcast's going to get shut down. Oh, no. All the misinformation about
Jeff
people...
Staples coming for you now. I think you'll find my pigeon shoes are not a dead pigeon.
The irony that pigeons' feet are often so messed up they couldn't wear shoes.
That is quite
and
ironic.
Then there's humans walking next to pigeons with a picture of a pigeon on the shoe with perfectly good feet.
Them. Yeah, mocking them.
Look how good this pigeon looks with its lovely feet on my shoes, on my lovely feet, and your feet look terrible, mate.
You say people, but there's barely anyone who has OG pigeons.
How many were released? Do you know?
Ooh,
on the spot.
150, I think, was what was at the drop.
What?
Yeah. This is why there was a riot. So I might be wrong on that figure, but I swear it was 100 or 150. It was low fucking figures. And
if it's lower than 500, that's mad numbers.
It was definitely no more than 200. I swear, I think it was 150. It was 150 or 100. But Jeff Staple, for people that don't know, Jeff Staple is a New York designer whose logo of the company is a fucking pigeon. So he had a collab with Nike SB, made a Nike SB inspired by New York, so lots of grey on it and stuff. It was very grey. Obviously, New York's very grey. And then he put his pigeon on the heel. I haven't got an example. He put his pigeon on the heel, and then that was it. He obviously said they were coming. He got loads of hype, and everyone was fucking excited about them. And then it came to the drop, and there was obviously a queue around the block for them. And then there was, like I said, 100 or 150. Loads of people did not get them, and then that's why there was a riot. Like, people kicked off.
150 pairs is probably roughly 10 to 12 pairs per size.
Yeah. And I think a bunch were backdoored beforehand.
Oh, I bet they were. If there was 150, I'd imagine 50 of them were probably backdoored at least.
So then people kicked off. But then this is part of the reason that the pigeon is held up in such high regard is because of all this, the controversy. But then it made New York Times front page. Like, there was if you look at it, it's all over Google. If you just Google pigeon SB front page, there's a normal front page, but right at the top it just has this big strip that just said like sneaker riot in New York with a picture of the shoe and then a picture of like the crowd kicking off. And that was like the first. So I think the pigeons were 2004, 5.
You're looking at me like I know.
Yeah, I can't remember. Early 2000s anyway. And that was like one of the first instances of like really heavy, like a riot. Well, a riot, yeah. Like nowadays it's common. Like every other week there's some kids fighting over shoes, like I said. But that was the first time that it had really been seen by the public as well. Front page of New York Times. Obviously everybody sees that. So everybody just saw these crazy like kids obsessed with shoes. Like, why are they all fighting over shoes for? That's a bit weird. So that was like one of the first instances of that.
People have probably been collecting shoes since the early 80s, mid 80s.
Well, 1985 was the first Jordan 1, which was where it all started. The Jordan 1 is the catalyst of all sneaker culture. People would debate that with me. Some people would go, it's Air Max 1s. It's Jordan 1s. That was where it all started.
Air Max 1s is well later.
Yeah, it's 87.
Is it?
Yeah, 2 years more.
The
Jordan 1 was kind of the first. Before that, Nike was nothing. Genuinely, Nike was fuck all. If Jordan 1 didn't happen, Air Max would be nothing. I think that's my opinion. I think if Jordan 1 hadn't happened in 1985, the Air Max 1 in 1987 would have just been a fucking nothing. And Air Max in general would have just been a shitty running shoe in Sports Direct.
Mad.
Whereas because of Jordan 1, that started sneaker culture. People got obsessed with it. People wanted to be like Mike.
Oh, yeah.
That was the advertisement. Be like Mike. Get a Jordan.
Get your toes absolutely bludgeoned in the end of these shoes because they're terrible to play basketball in.
Yeah. And I think the main thing as well was Tinker Hatfield. So Tinker Hatfield was the designer, not of Jordan 1, but he was Jordan 3. He was definitely Jordan 3. I think he was 4 as well. But he also did the Air Max 1. And I think 90 as well. Again,
I think he has a few, doesn't he?
He's got loads under his belt. Like most of the famous Nike shoes are Tinker Hatfield. But I can't remember offhand. I know 3s, I know 1s for Air Max 1s and Jordan 3s for a fact are definitely Tinker Hatfield. Can't remember offhand the rest. But
imagine being Michael Jordan and you've made a basketball shoe to play basketball in, and you being the very best basketball player in the world can't wear them for more than half a game.
Yeah, but prior to that, they were wearing Converse.
Yeah, and Converse are weak in comparison.
Yeah.
As in like for your ankle support and stuff.
So I think obviously they had Converse, which was shit. Then they had Jordans, bit better. Then Jordan 3s, 4s, and it just got better.
Now they're like space boots.
I was like, now they're just like padded. Yeah, space boots is the best description. Padded, fucking weird. They just look weird as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. That floats his boat. Obviously, now they've got more of a practical use, but Jordan 1s are just beautiful.
Have you ever had anyone try and take your shoes off your feet?
No, not yet.
No one's ever said anything to you or anything?
Aggressively, no.
No. Anyone said nice shit to you then?
All the time. Yeah. That's one of my favourite things about wearing shoes.
You get that sheesh moment.
I mean, I don't get sheesh. But...
oh, he's got a kebab again. How the fuck's this guy come from? Just always about with a kebab.
Just walking about, sheesh!
I didn't notice the bodega that was outside the school selling kebab. It was him going, sheesh, get your sheesh.
And you're just there like, oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
But no, I get a lot of nods and, oh, nice shoes, mate. Stuff like that. I'm not confident enough to do that to strangers. I think that's weird as shit.
Yeah.
But I love it when it happens to me. I would never be like, oh, nice shoes. If someone comes in the shop with really nice shoes, I will say like, nice.
But they'd have to be pretty far out for you to say anything. I'd be like, they're clean. I like them.
I'm not going to lie. They have to be pretty crazy pairs for me to acknowledge them.
And if you wear them to a tattoo shop, that's fucking...
yeah. That's normally why I'll say it, because I'll say, they're nice. Take them off now, please.
Give them to me.
Put them somewhere really safe, because we're going to cover them in ink and carbon. Whoopsies. I did that before once. It wasn't an expensive pair, but it was like a white pair. I think it was white Vans or something. And they were getting a lower leg tattoo. I put the stencil on and I had to move it, and I used that stencil remover. But when I sprayed it, it like went on it, and then when I like and made a powder effect, it just went and just covered the shoe in carbon. I just didn't say a thing.
And that blue stuff is not going.
It doesn't go anywhere.
No,
I didn't say anything. I just looked at it and just carried on. Are you looking at your hands for carbon?
Yeah, I got some on my nails.
It's fucking Monday, mate.
Yeah, I have washed several times.
Are you sure?
Not my hands. I don't wash my hands. They're self-washing.
Self-washing?
They touch wet stuff. None of this is true. I do wash my hands in a stream of urine.
Oh,
sterile.
I knew you were going to do it. All right, what next?
Why am I having to pick this?
Because you're
I am the novice. Not even novice.
I'll go for these then.
Amateur.
Air Max 90 Bacons.
Made with real bits of bacon.
No.
They were designed by...
Stop spreading false information.
So these were designed by Kevin Bacon.
No, they weren't. He did wear a pair though. That was fucking sick.
Did he?
Yeah, it was when the 2021 retros came out.
Did he call them Kevin's Bacons?
I don't know if he got a pair, but somebody made him wear a pair and it went viral because it was like, yes.
I bet he didn't know what they were.
Oh, he definitely would have just been like, someone's making me wear these shoes.
Why are they making me wear these? I'm trying
Here's
to do
me
it.
wearing some shoes.
Yeah, but he doesn't say no to an E advert. So I'm sure that if someone says wear this shoe, he's like, I'm already wearing it.
How much am I getting for it? But yeah, Air Max 90 Bacons. These are probably, so like I said, these are my favourite shoe for more sentimental reasons. Like these aren't worth much, but I just love them. Like you said, the hardcore scene. I couldn't afford them when I was an apprentice. Now I can. That was a big thing for me. Lovely. These are probably my favourite Air Max 90 though. Air Max 90 is probably my favourite silhouette.
Yep.
Of all of them. Then probably Dunk SB, Jordan 1. That's probably where it goes. But yeah, these are my favourite one. Just because I remember seeing these for the first time and just thinking, these are fucking sick. And then I remember watching a little video about why they were made. And then the thing that runs through these shoes that I brought with me, which are all my favourite shoes. I've got other favourite shoes that I didn't bring, but the reason I love all these shoes is because I've got stories. I love stories. That for me is instantly, that's a click. Like I do buy shoes that just look good. But then if a shoe's got a story, I'm instantly more interested. So these are made by a guy called Dave Ortiz, who owned a...
Pig farm.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking shut up. You can tell I'm getting pissed off now. Okay. I'm trying to talk and you keep talking over me with stupid facts that aren't true. And I have to say false information. Dave Ortiz is a guy in Brooklyn and he owned a shop called
Vegan Buffet.
Dave's Quality Meat, which was just a sneaker shop, skate shop, streetwear shop that he kitted out the whole place to look like a butcher's, which was obviously quite original.
Yeah.
Most skate shops were just skate shops. But he like went to the T and made everything fucking look like a butcher's. He had like refrigerated cabinets with t-shirts in, hooks everywhere, hanging shit. It was cool as fuck. So it's called Dave's Quality Meat. Nike reached out, did a collab with him, and then the story goes that, like this is what he said himself. The story goes that it was a few weeks before the deadline and he hadn't came up with anything for his shoe. He knew he was doing an Air Max 90, but he had no idea what he was doing. Then he said he went to his local bodega, got a bacon, egg, cheese bagel, and then just a light bulb went off and he was like, bacon. I'm going to do a shoe that looks like bacon. So he said he went and bought like 30 packs of bacon, like something like that. There's a ridiculous amount of bacon. Did all these colour swatches and like figured out how to layer it so it looked like bacon. And then that's pretty much it. And then
they're a fucking nice pair of shoes, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just a great colour.
Yeah.
All like the colours are just on point.
For me, red against pink is always good.
Yeah.
Just in every form.
I love that it's not too much pink. It's just the swoosh, the tongue, little hits, the little logo on the back. It's just fucking great. But yeah, these are probably one of my favourite shoes. And these are the original 2004 release. Yeah, I knew it was 2004. So these are the original 2004s. They retroed in 2021, which I was so fucking happy about. Like, that was in 2020. Obviously, 2021 was only last year, and everyone's shoe of the year was this, that, this, and I was like, Bacons. They're worth nothing. Like, Bacons sell now. Like, this original 2004 pair, dead stock, would sell for like 500 or 600 quid, but the retros sell for like 100 quid, 200 quid max.
I don't know, mine were like 150 or something.
Yeah. But I was so happy to, because I can't wear this pair really, because the bubble will just crack at some point. I'm probably going to wear them.
The bubble in these shoes, for people just listening, looks like it's got glaucoma.
Yeah, this bit should be clear and like fresh, but it's quite cloudy and shitty. And basically when it gets cloudy and shitty, that's just something that happens with the age of the shoe. And when that happens, that means if you wear them, they're going to crack and crumble. Like your weight will just basically make this go boop, and then the whole sole will just fall apart then.
I'm guessing they're not made out of vegan materials.
No, leather suede. Yeah,
I'd love it if they were vegan bacons. That would be great.
But yeah, they're definitely one of my favourite shoes, and I'm so glad I got the 2004 pair.
I like these ones a lot. because
Witherspoons.
yeah, because the guy that made them with a spoon, and that's why they called them. What?
I've never been. I'm getting really triggered this episode because I've came on to talk about my shoes, Kier, and you keep saying wrong things.
So they were made with a spoon.
No,
and
gaff them. Fucking touch them.
My hands are well moist. I know we keep doing this, but I am going to do like a little ping, mate. I've done that the whole time, so no, I'm not gonna
you
do that.
haven't.
No, it's probably better that you're just holding
But
shoes
like
up.
50 minutes in, and you haven't done that, so it's probably not going to happen now.
Ping.
But yeah, these are the Witherspoons, which are a very fucking nice pair. These are like a lot of people's grails. Grails are just like the holy grail shoes you want, as in the coveted shoes that you maybe have to seek or can't afford. Because these are worth about $1,000 brand new.
Even second hand, they're like $600-700, aren't they?
Yeah, nowadays I could sell this pair right now in this condition for £500 or £600 easily, 7 or 8 if I was really trying. Because I haven't worn.
Yours are
these
in
that
good
much.
shape though, aren't they?
Yeah, I have worn them like 5 or 6 times. I'm just very conscious of when and where. I wear them out for like nice meals or summer days.
Do all the Air Max Day ones have that little
Yes, well spotted, Kier.
a little face
This
on them?
was
just somewhere.
Yep, that is an Air Max. You are right. It is definitely an Air Max Day release. I was when you said it, I was like, I think he's right. But yeah, you are right.
I actually know something.
Yeah, well done. But yeah, these are definitely one of my favorite shoes. So these are an Air Max 1 sole with an Air Max 97 top, and it's the first ever shoe to do that, to like kind of mix up the sole and top kind of thing. And then they're all cord, which is beautiful. I love cord. Cord is like, if there's cord on a shoe, I'm instantly just like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I just like cord. I don't know why.
Have you ever worn a pair of corduroys?
I haven't, no. Oh, I don't like cord trousers. Cord on shoes though. It's just a really nice, like cord, denim. I love suede. I have a lot of leather shoes, obviously. But yeah, cord and suede and denim and stuff like that are just a go-to for me. But yeah, these were designed by Sean Witherspoon, who owns Round 2, which is a vintage shop. And I mean, I don't know if you can really tell, but he's heavily inspired by vintage with this shoe. And that's why he made them in cord, because the more you wear them, the more they kind of like fray and like look old quicker. And that's why he did it. And a lot of people were pissed off about that, because a lot of people got them, wore them loads, then they looked shit in their opinion. They looked more worn and they kind of like creased a lot. But that's what he wanted. He wanted them to do that quicker. And I like that. I just think that's a cool idea. And then obviously the MX 97 has that kind of wave effect. And then he said he was heavily inspired by like water, waves.
And put the waves on the tongue as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a little detail. One of the things he said he was really inspired by with the palette was like old hippie vans. Like 70s, 60s hippie vans, the way they were coloured with crazy colours. Like a lot of the swatches and samples he used were from that kind of thing, like old hippie vans and stuff. Which
are pretty sweet. I would like a pair of them at some point.
Yeah, they're a fucking great pair. The set is falling apart!
Weird that, isn't it? That you would make the set fall apart just for a fucking change. I know what would trigger you up real nice. Do you like the Adidas tracksuit I've got on with these Nike shoes?
No.
Why?
I am guilty of doing that myself in the past. But yeah, I just don't do it. I'm not into it anymore.
Why are people so weird about it?
I don't know. It's just...
I honestly thought this was going to fire you up so much more than it has.
It doesn't bother me that much, honestly. Because I know I'm guilty of it in the past. I did it when I was an early sneakerhead and didn't know much, and then people mocked me.
I'm a bit gutted, to be honest, because I thought you were really going to get riled up about
I do
this.
like that tracksuit. It's nice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, if I didn't like the tracksuit...
Deb's bought it for me.
Yeah, it's nice. I remember. I know. I remember the conversations we have.
What the fuck about, mate? Look at this. Look, my T-shirt underneath.
Is also Adidas.
No, this is Timberland.
Oh, it's coordinated.
Colour coordinated with the D, getting that D.
I mean, they're very coordinated with the shoes as well, which I appreciate.
It's like I put some effort in today.
Yeah. Is the yellow on them? There isn't on the little swoosh on the...
It's like an orange.
Oh, yeah.
Orange.
Well, so is that. It's kind of an orange yellow.
Yeah, it's got the same... Yeah. I got dressed with the light on today.
Okay. Is that just a statement?
Yeah. But yeah, I honestly thought you were going to rare up loads more about this.
Nah, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm not one of these people that are like, yeah, don't do that.
I don't understand why people do get mad at it. It's weird that they would get stuck in...
I kind of get it.
It's like superstition. It's weird.
It's not. It's because the companies have... like Adidas and Nike are literally constantly. Not beefing, but the competitors.
Mhm.
So I think wearing both of them, it is kind of weird. I
They're
don't know.
top 2 in the game. Why wouldn't you pick them?
Yeah,
Plus,
but
I
just
think-
wear them separately.
Right. Tell me an Adidas shoe that you want.
Wave runners.
No.
Yeezy wave runners.
I'm not counting anything that's Yeezy. I'm not counting as Adidas.
Why not?
Because the only reason they're selling is because Yeezy's name's on it. Because they're Kanye West.
Not even. Well, I don't want them because they're Kanye West. I want them because they're a fucking nice shoe.
Yeah, but you don't want them because they're Adidas.
Well, no. But I don't want any of these because they're Nike. I want them because they're nice shoes.
Touche. It's like the only Adidas shoe before that, Superstars, pretty much, right?
Oh, there's fucking loads.
Nah.
Superstars. I see. I'm not an Adidas head, so I can't reel them off. Gazelles, Superstars.
You can only wear Gazelles if you have a Stone Island jacket, though, can't you?
Yeah, you have to be a football
Yeah.
hooligan.
Cool. I
Through
thought
and
that
through.
was the case. And then you just queue up in line and then wait for your turn to stab someone.
Exactly. That's how you get them.
Yeah.
Stabby stab, shoot shoot.
Shoo.
But I'm not into Adidas that much. I'm just not.
Their clothes are just better.
Honestly, well, you said this before, but I don't wear any.
Yeah.
I don't really wear. Like obviously, I don't wear a Tommy hoodie. I don't really wear branded clothing that much because it doesn't fit me.
I think you look really nice in a tracksuit.
I've got any matching tracksuits because I'm not a dirty chav.
Oh, man, it's so comfy wearing matching.
Why does the matching make it comfier?
Because it's like continuous. They're going to be the same colour. As long as they get washed together every time, they're going to be the same colour. I don't know. I just like it a lot more.
Okay.
I think it looks prettier. And also, I don't know why people wouldn't wear tracksuits when they're much more comfortable than every other version of clothing.
Yeah.
If I wear jeans, I'll get home and just take them straight off as soon as I walk through the door.
Yeah, same. That's what I do.
I don't even let the kids in. I just open the door, pants down. I'm like, I'm out of here. Then I run upstairs with a little ball hanging out or something.
Oh.
Not really. But I do go change my jeans or even stiffer bottoms. I'll go change them to tracky bottoms. as soon
Yeah,
as
I
get
have a pair of joggers next to my bed that I instantly change into the second I walk through the house. But I don't know. I just think that jeans look a bit more professional.
Do you think they look more professional, or do you think others will think they look more professional?
I just feel a lot less casual in jeans. When I wear joggers, I feel a bit like I think the main thing is genuinely that, which comes around to the shoes quite well, is shoes for me make an outfit. And that's why I'm obsessed with shoes, is because most companies don't do my size. So I have to look very hard to find nice clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of my outfits are, I'm not going to say cheap, but you know what I mean? They're casual, but then my shoes can be fucking on point. And that's why I like shoes. They make me feel good because I'm a fat guy who doesn't really have amazing clothes because I don't have the option for that.
Yeah.
So then I wear amazing shoes because I've got the option. And that's something that makes me feel good. But because of that, when we come to work, I take my shoes off and I wear slippers. That's the thing I do. I wear slippers at work. We all do.
Yeah, we all do, yeah.
Yep.
Slip slops.
Exactly. But when I wear joggers and then I take my nice, like when I wear joggers and shoes and a nice hoodie, I feel good. The minute I take those shoes off and I put slippers on, I feel like a fucking greb. I instantly feel disgusting. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm a slob.
Just to let you all know, I wear tracky bottoms and slippers
Yeah.
every day I'm here.
Fucking slob.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
I am a piece of shit.
You're not really.
No.
It's just,
like being comfy.
honestly, I don't think, I genuinely don't think it looks that bad. It's just a thing in my head that if I wear every time I look down, I've got my joggers on and slippers. I just think I look.
You're thinking about to slap a kid.
Yeah, it just looks.
Or Sig, stop doing that.
And the other thing as well is I wear my apron. I'm wearing an apron.
That's a
Do you
whole
know what
different
I mean?
thing. Yeah, if you
apron
got
on
apron
joggers.
on slippers.
It looks
No, because if you had
mental.
shoes and tracky bottoms and your apron, it would look fine. It's because it goes apron, tracky bottoms, slippers. You look like a single mother of three.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Just
man.
doing some bacon.
It's not a good look. Not a good look at all.
It's a good look for me because I don't wear the apron.
Yeah.
I'm not cool enough to wear an apron.
I would rather you wore jeans.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's more of a reason for me not to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you care what I think. I'm sorry, I would rather you wore jeans.
That's actually the new uniform now.
I mean, I am
you
your
want to.
boss. Don't you fucking forget it.
You do run the shop that I'm in.
Yeah.
That is true.
I'm your boss. I'm your superior.
Adam is. That is true, yeah. And you're his second in command.
We're equal parts.
Dare you say I know. I know. Oh. Sorry, Daryl. I just love doing that.
Yeah, Sam. I love when you do it.
Sweet. I'm going to go apologise to you some more.
I like it.
It's been a nice Air Max day.
Yeah.
I can't wait to lose on the next pair of shoes I bid for. It'll be good fun.
And there's so many of these we didn't talk about.
But that's okay. We can save them for the next Air Max day.
Episode 2. Coming soon. In like a year.
In a year. Sweet. Let's go.